yet another episode of Kilimo Diaries here on TV47. My name is Sheila Chelangat.
And I'm MC Jaffe na tuko katika Mkulima Piggery Farm.
And we are here to explore how pig rearing is slowly becoming a livelihood choice for many in Kenya.
What are the available opportunities, the challenges, and of course, the future?
So join us as we meet our model farmer of the week, John Njau, to take us through pig rearing.
And for you, the aspiring farmer seated there, don't touch that dial.
So let's go.
Tuende.
Tuende.
Asante sana bro. Uko namna gani?
Poa sana.
Fiti man.
Karibuni sana.
Thank you very much for welcoming us to your farm. So as we start, just introduce yourself and what motivated you to engage in pig rearing and how did you start?
Karibuni tena sana. I'm John Njau. The farm is known as Mkulima Piggery Farm. We are in Kiambu County, the Gorisam County, in Ikino. Here we do pig farming and a bit of dairy farming, but strictly pig farming. This is our 6th year, but doing it profession is our 3rd year. I started with 2 pigs that were sows, mothers. I was given by my mom. I was in university by the time where my interest came in. Then the more interest came in after from employment. Nikaona ile mshahara napewa, alafu ileti bidii, alafu naangalia ile nikiuza piglets kama 20, naona Kenya napata ni mshahara yangu kama ya miezi 3. So nikiwa pale job sikuwa ni ile moral kama ile nikiwa kwa farm. So hapo ndio moral yangu ilitoka, nikigrow tu pole pole.
So tayari ushasikia vocabulary. A female one is called?
A sow.
A sow what?
So a sow. The mother now.
And then the small ones?
Piglets.
Perfect. And then the male one?
Boa.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Sasa bro, kwa sababu wewe ni youth man, na hii kazi saa zingine inakuwa ngumu, labda mtu mwingine anaona ni ngumu, wewe unaona kama ni rahisi kwa sababu uko na interest. Tupatie tu taswira ya siku yako ukianza asubuhi as a pig farmer mpaka jioni. Inakaaje?
Our days in the pig farm starts from 6 a.m. Tunaingia, usafi, tunafagia, kule kuko na piglets wengi, it's more messy. So huko ndio tunaosha. After cleaning, ndio sasa tunaanza routine ya feeds. We feed different type of feeds. Kule kuko na so the mother who has piglets, she feeds on ana feed on chakula tofauti, lactator feed, ndio teremsha maziwa sababu ananyonywa. Then from there we go to the starter. Starter is the one from weaning after kuacha kunyonya ndio tunapea starter feed. So those one feed on starter. After starter we go to growers. Then growers we go to the sow and weaner. So and weaner sasa tunapea the boas na wale wako pregnant.
Sasa hizo ni mafinisher sasa kumalizia.
Wale kuna wale finisher, but we don't do finisher here, we do continuous growers. Yes, because the market of my pork wanapenda ikiwa na hiyo mafuta. Kwa zile mafuta bado ni yanatumika kutengeneza zile sausages. So we don't do the finisher. Finisher kwa nguruwe inakata mafuta. But now we need the product when making the sausages.
Okay.
Yes. Fantastic. Yes. And is there a moment on your farm that unakaa chini unasema that was my proudest moment?
When we come to the sows that after giving birth, we do a little of around 16 to 18 piglets per sow. So the moment we do after weaning, after 2 weeks after weaning, kunakuwa na ile stress sababu ya kuacha ile maziwa, the pre-starter. So unakuta na challenge ya diarrhea. Na diarrhea, the piglets diarrhea sana, inakuwa weak inakufa. So after 2 weeks, 3 weeks unaona ime survive, unajuanga it's a success, unajua hii ni sure bet paka soko sasa.
Sasa utuambie, unajua lazima saa zingine ukiwa hata ukismile ukipata mtu ako proud anapiga kifua, kuna ile challenge ambayo unasema kwamba these are some of the probably 1 or 2 challenges, na ile ambayo ili stand out na ukasema this was a big challenge na uli overcome namna gani?
The main challenge is feeds. Like now where we source our meats from, inakuja na aflatoxin. Unajua mzigo ishakuja, ule ashakupiga biashara. So the moment unakaa mnaisiaga, then ukiweka ile dawa kuzuia ile aflatoxin ndio watoto wasiharishe, wewe utapima kidogo uko sure bet ulinunua pigs mahindi mzuri. Maana when you feeding the pigs unakuta ujulifina na hiyo aflatoxins inaharisha, unashindwa kuitreat, unapata uko na mortality iko juu zinakufa sana.
So in such cases wewe overcome aje such situations?
Kujipeleka soko yangu ya mahindi. That's the one thing, because huwa anapanda mahindi yangu, you'll see from my store in the farm, but most of the times kuangi all throughout I have my maize. So how to mi ujipeleka soko
specific.
Yes. Mi wenda down naona ni na load na kuja na mzigo.
All right.
Safi sana.
Yes. So we will expound that as we continue.
Yes.
But first, let's go and see how the farm looks like. We see some of those piglets. But first, niko na swali kwa Jaffe. Jaffe, I have a question.
Niulize.
Nyumba ya pigs inaitwaje?
Si ni nyumba ya pigs.
Nyumba ya pigs.
Ni pigsty.
Ni pigsty. So let's go to the pigsty.
Let's go. Asante. Of course, Sheila, tumezunguka. I think the rotation has been amazing.
It has been fantastic.
Tumeona different cages, tumeona piglets, tumeona wamama.
Na bado unaziita cages. I said it's a pigsty.
Si ni pigsty lakini ni cages. Or ni pigsty.
Each is a pigsty.
Oh, thank you for that. And of course, tuko maternity wing. Hapa sasa ndo maneno ufanyika kila wakati.
Yes.
But asante sana bro for that. Tumeshukuru sana. But probably kwa faida ya mtu ambaye anatazama sasa hivi Kilimo Diaries on TV 47, the number ya pigs ambao uko nao hapa na the type of breeds that you have ni aina gani?
Before I go to the number, for me I keep the specific number breeds. Mostly the Duroc, Amnano brown, have the Cabro, Landrace, and the large white. Those are the main breeds that I have. First, because of the weather of my area. Secondly, for the Duroc, it has lean meat. So those are the muscles. And the muscles in your meat. That is what a farmer needs at the end of the day when you go to the market. Jio nyama ndio uzito ya nguruwe na hiyo ndio faida yako. You go for the large weight, they are good in mothering ability. Mothering ability, I mean, anazaa vizuri, analea watoto vizuri kunyonyesha. You don't have to force her. The large weight and the Landrace. But when you come to the Duroc and the Cabro, we go for them for meat. So for our large weight and the Landrace, we cross with the Duroc. We take the mothers, either a mother, tunampea ndume ya Duroc, ama the Duroc, the brown I have seen, tunampea ndume ya large weight. Yeah, we crossbreed to attain one good breed from two good breeds. Yes. Now the numbers, because for me I do breeding. That's why I have a high number of sows. Kuna zile wako huku kwa farm na kuna wale wengine wako nyumbani. So I have a total of 86 sows, the mothers. For my boas, I don't use a boa, I use AI. Because nataka nikikuja nikuuzie watoto, sitaki nikupe same bloodline with the father or the mother. I'm giving you, that's why I do strictly AI.
Yes. And I know you have mentioned the breeds that you have, and for the benefit of that person that is watching, what is the criteria that one should consider when deciding that this is the female and the male that I would breed so that I get my piglets?
For the male, now the boas, what we choose, first of all you look at the testicles. They have to be big and of the same size. Kuna wale ukizalia unapata moja iko ndani na ingine iko nje. So that one tells you hiyo unamtoa nje. Then the body structure, it should be strong. Na pia hiyo miguu yake ukiangalia, hii kwato ya nyuma haifai kuguza chini. Hii ya mbele inafaa kuwa mbele hivi, alafu hii ya nyuma ikue juu. Both for the male and the females. Because now the females wakati yako heavily pregnant like her, hii kwato inarudi chini, inamsupport juu ile uzito ya pregnancy. Yes. Then again the number of teats. Zile zinaitwa chuchu. Both of the male and the female, they should be balanced. Unakuta mwingine ako na 8, mwingine 7. So kama ni 8 should be 8. If it's 10, it's 10. They should be even. Yes, those are the main things that we check.
Oh, yes. Na bro, ukipiga hesabu zako, what are the litter size ambayo ile unapata na una expect katika kila nguruwe na chances of survival inakuwa namna gani?
The litter size, kitu inakuwa na litter size, the number of teats.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So unakuta like our so the one you have been seeing, most of them have between 18 to 20 teats. So the best I've got is 24, but pia tulimsaidia na ile tulikuwa tunapea piglets na ile ya watoto mwenyonyi. Ile is word. But now if you get like this is tunachapa 14 16, you see most of them have 18 to 20. So they come kila piglet anapata titi yake, they are comfortable. So my litter size mostly is 12 to 16 18. Yes.
And what is the gestation period for a pig?
A pig takes 115 days.
115 days.
Yes. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. Karibu tuseme 3 hours.
Oh, that is crazy. That's actually crazy.
It's great. 3 months, 3 days. Oh.
Najifungua 115 days.
All right. So we could also head on to the feeding now that we have done with the breeding bit. Take us through the feeding. So from the moment that a pig is born, what does it feed on?
When a pig is pregnant, it feeds on sow and winner. After giving birth, it feeds on lactator feeds. Now the lactator feeds, they share with the piglets. Now when you look at this maternity, that's the feeding area. The feeding area, that's where you put the lactator feeds. Now behind us, we have the crib area.
Yes.
This is the crib area or the crib cage. This is where we put our piglets. You see there's a bulb for the warm light. Now this is where we put the crib feed for the piglets. So the pigs feed on two things, the lactator feeds and the crib feeds where we feed it inside here. The crib feed is more like Cerelac. Ni kama Cerelac kwa nguruwe. Inampea appetite na pia ile akikunywa maziwa mama yake inampea boost. That's why we do weaning comfortably at 45 days.
At 45 days.
45 days. And what is your feeding schedule, bro? Inakaa namna gani kutoka asubuhi, unapatia asubuhi saa 6 jioni ama ni throughout?
For the mothers, wale wako na watoto, tunawapea chakula mara 3. Because they feed according to the number of piglets. Per piglet tunamsabia 250 grams, na mama tunamsabia 3 kgs. 250 grams kama kuna piglets 10, that's 2.5 kgs. Plus yake 3 na kuja 5. So to avoid the wastage, juu watoto bado hawajajua ataenda choo pale ama pale, tunaweka mara 3. 8, 1 o'clock and 5. But now for the bigger ones after weaning, we do at 8 and 5. After weaning we do the starter. Pale tunaingilia starter feed. Starter feed we do 750 grams per piglet. So is the number, they are 10 in number, that's 7.5 kgs in a day. Tunagawanisha asubuhi na jioni na mchana zinakunywa maji.
Yes. All right. That is so much insight.
I mean, it's really nice.
Yes. At least for the first time you're in a pig
Kwa mara ya kwanza niko ndani.
All right. We will be back with so much more on our second part. Do not go too far. Keep it TV 47.
Welcome back aspiring farmer. This is Kilimo Diaries on TV 47 and of course tuko katika Mkulima Piggery Farm hapa ni Kiambu County.
And in case you're joining us, we are hanging out with our model farmer of the week, John Njau, who is explaining so much about pig rearing.
Yes, and of course tukitoka tuko nazungumzia about feeding. Na labda bro, unajua sahii Kenya feeds are very expensive.
Very expensive.
So wewe unanisure aje kwamba cost hizi affect quality ya feeds ambazo unawapatia nguruwe?
Maize is main. It's around 70% in pig feeds. So if you, as I walked you through, imejipandia mahindi, even in the store you have seen. Then again, you go direct to the farmers to source the maize and the other products. That's why you cut the cost of production in pig feeds. Then the other things like vines, here sweet potato. You also make them silage. So if you feed a pig on 3 kgs, if you use the vines, it will cut down on 1.5 kgs.
Oh, okay.
So on your farm, in terms of cost, on a daily, tuseme one pig anatumia tuseme pesa ngapi?
Because of different stages, I can't give the actual math on one pig. The math I can only give is from birth up to 6 months and 2 weeks. One pig uses 17,000. That include feeds, veterinary, and the labor ya huko yenye mnaona kazi kufanywa. Kama ile tulitumia kwa wakiwa piglets. Yes, the total month, that is the currently. That is when I'm using commercial feeds. Juu kuna wale wanatumia waste za hoteli. They are cheaper, but again, they don't make it into the market 6 months and 2 weeks. They go longer into like 8 months. So pia profit margin iko chini juu extendiwa na ile 2 months.
Yes. And I like it that you've brought in the aspect of others using waste from hotels. Yes. Those are alternatives for someone maybe who cannot afford commercial feeds. Yes. So on your farm, I hear you use maize, vines. Yes. How do you give them to the pigs? Is it you give them whole? How do you prepare them?
It's not that I only do the maize only. We have to mix with other ingredients. Like for in pigs, when formulating, you have to use animal protein and plant protein. Animal protein, that's when the ochonga comes in and the omena. In plant protein, that's why we do the sunflower and the soya. Then now the maize is a whole meal. To avoid the aflatoxins, you have to add other chemicals to prevent it, but not in large quantity. Yes. Then again, to maintain the feeding, you have to do the deworming and the multivitamin, so that even if you feed them, it doesn't have to share the food with the minnows. That's why you do the multivitamin and the deworming.
Yes. And I'm looking around. Yes. Where is the watering pen? Pigs really do not use a lot of water.
We use automatic feeders known as the nipples. With that, we are assured of clean water from the tank directly, and also we minimize on the wastage. Yes.
Oh, and bro, what are the common feeding mistakes zile ambazo unasema kwamba these are the mistakes that I know na problem ungetaka tu ule aspiring farmer ambaye ana watch sahi ajifunze from them?
Most of the farmers in pig farming ignoring the stages of feeding. Kama pale niliwaambia kuna lactator, kuna starter, kuna growers na kuna sow and weaner. Because most of the local shops, like in my area, you walk into a shop where they're selling animal feeds. They don't have the starter and the growers. They do only the sow and weaner. So from the word go, your pig haita grow ile the right weight. Yes. So ndio unakuta mtu uko nje anakuambia nguruwe hezi enda soko na miezi 6. Yes. The reason being aliignore ile part ya feeds, akaendea yeye anajua tu nguruwe inapewa sow and weaner ama ile chakula ya hoteli. So nguruwe yako itaweka the right weight. So mainly most of the farmers na sama wengi ni kutojua. They are using sow and weaner which is fed only on pregnant pigs. They ignore the lactator, the starter, and the growers. That is one of the common and the main challenges of pig farmers.
So it's actually something to look at.
Very important.
Now I want us to move to the pen design. Yes. I'm looking at the sty. It's like cages. Yes. Perhaps why did you choose this design? And the flooring, why is it concrete, not mbao?
If you look at our concrete, it's a bit rough. It's not that smooth. Because you see the hooves of the pigs, it's like plastic. So whenever it's wet, it may slide. And whenever it's pregnant, when it breaks, it may injure itself. Then concrete, it's easier to clean. Because you only sweep and also unapiga tu na maji, pia ile pade drainage ndio inamisha. Concrete itadumu kuliko mbao and it's easier to clean. Yes, unasikia harufu kwa sawa?
Kweli kabisa inakaa vizuri. And how do you handle birth? Wamezaliwa, they are 16, they are 18, probably 24. Unawa handle aje kuwatenganisha and then una ensure aje their safety, especially the first hours ya kujifungua?
Pale unakuta whenever during the labor period, ule mama asumbukange alishinda akiamka nini. So I have to put a farmer there. Akizaliwa panguza tu ile mapua yake, anamweka pale kwa matiti. So juu hakuna ile movement mingi, hakuna ile risk. The risk inakujanga pale mama atasikia njaa. Kuamka aende akule, haikuja kukula kwa zile Piglet bado hajapata nguvu sana. Lazima ukue, ndio na tumetenga hizi cages. Tunaacha joto pale, Piglet anajua ataingia pale ndani apate joto. Sasa ule mama akikula akuja lale, utamsaidia only for the first day. Utoe Piglet akuje anyonye. Within a few hours atakuwa stabilize. Utampata hata akizurura huko.
All right, fantastic. So I know you mentioned that on a daily you clean the pigsties, but in terms of routine of cleanliness, what do you look into here on your farm? Because I've seen a foot bath. Perhaps why is that important, and what would you advise for the aspiring farmers?
For the aspiring farmers, a foot bath is a must. You don't ignore that I was inside. You must, when coming, you must step in on it. That's why you have seen mine. It's a big one. You can't jump over it. Yes. You must step into it. Because that is a fast biosecurity. Because whenever you get into the pigsty, pigs will come after you, trying to smell try to collect what you have, where you have stepped on. So whenever you don't step on that, you bring in bacteria and germs from the outside, and they might consume it, then you have the risk, the diarrhea, they die. So a footpath is a must.
Perfect. Sasa bro, tuende pale kwa environmental factors. Sasa zingine pia kuna extreme heat ama kuna nyesha sana. How do you counter such?
With the height of our pigsty, you can't feel the heat that much. That's why it's covered. Then when building the pigsty, you must check the direction of the wind. You see at the back of our pigsty, it's covered. That's where the wind blows in. So it can bring in the cold from outside. Then again, the other side is open for proper aeration. So you must consider the direction of the wind, and also you must leave one side open for aeration. The other guys where you find the whole of the pigsty is open, but again now you find there is no a lot of wind blowing to that place.
Okay.
All right. And so before we get into money matters,
Yes, pesa.
Yes, we walked around, and we've seen that most of the pigs do not have tails.
Yes.
Ni kwa nini umezikata?
The 3 after birth, we do various things on the piglets. We do tooth clipping. Nguruwe kumbuke anazaliwa na meno manane, 8 teeth. It's in the family of the warthog. Ukikosa kukata, itatoa meno kama warthog. Yes. That's why we do the tooth clipping on day 3. We do the fast iron. Then we do, ours we do antibiotic. Yes. Then we do the tail docking.
Yes.
Tail docking niyo kukata mkia. First, inasaidia tunamaliza cannibalism in pigs, ile kuchapana kwa nguruwe ama kukulana. Yes, mostly it's cannibalism. To reduce the cannibalism. So unakota nguruwe wakati wanaumana, wanauma kwa masikio ama kwa mkia. Sana sana ule mchokozi anakuja anauma mwenzake nyuma mkia. Bana wakipata hakuna amuumi. That's when then again the chain. Unaona zile chain tumehang? Yes. Where the chain come in. So akikosa kumuuma anaenda kupoteza ile energy kwa chain. Anachuyo chain, anachoka, analala.
All right. This is so interesting.
I know, it's interesting.
So now let's get into money matters.
Pesa sasa.
For after how long now would you decide it's now my pig is ready for the market?
For my pig, I attain a weight of 65 to 70 kgs dead weight in 6 months, 2 weeks. That's why I decided huyu sasa ni nyama ama a server. A server to after 2 weeks akigonga 7 months na mserve anakuwa a seller as a pregnant ama ready to serve. Because kuna ule there are some unaona wewe uko na ndume yako, so if you get a ready to serve gilt, msichana anaitwa gilt sasa akiwa pale 7 months anaitwa gilt. Huyo ni tasa, sorry to say so. Hiyo ndio a seller as a ready to serve ama na mserve ndio ni user. That's 7 months. But nyama for the boars, castrated males zinaitwa barrows. For the barrows, hao ndio wanauza at 6 months, 2 weeks. Yes.
And they have names.
Barrows,
They have barrows, boas, sows, piglets. And so to be direct now, for someone who's watching and are motivated, a pig that is ready for the market, anaweza uzwa for how much on an average?
Kunalingana with the current market prices. They vary. Because unajua soko pia ni tofauti. But one that is ready for ule umelea wanyama, ana vary between 27,000 to 30,000 depending on your market.
Oh.
Yes.
And bro, what's your target market? Is it local? Kuna watu wanakujia hapa from the farm, ama there's a specific place that you supply?
Since I'm a breeder, I really rely on selling pregnant pigs and piglets. But now for the males, there is somewhere I do supply my pork for. And that's why I come in then again from the farmers that I sold the piglets to, I buy from them again, you do the supply. So mimi nakuuzia na bado nakuonesha soko, nakupea soko. Yes. Si ati nakuuzia tunaachana. Yes, I have to give you some.
You give us some tricks here and there.
You know.
All right. And as we wind up, is there one thing you say, you know, sit down and say, if I knew this at the beginning, I would have done this better?
Yes, because nikianza ile wakati I was given by mom the 2 sows. I think in Kiambu and Githunguri, most of them matatu knew me. Because watu wakiokota ile waste ya hoteli, soko, inashikia kwa njao. So the one thing I regret if I knew, it's feeds. It's feeds. Even you, the formula that I'm using currently, singekuwa hapa niko, but we learn every day. So I'm not regretting that much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Your final advice to the aspiring farmer watching you today?
Hii kulima usiingie tu sababu ya kuingia. Do your research well. Go to people who have experience. Kuja tusome, mimi na wakaribisha watu kwa shamba. Tunasoma. Start from somewhere. Usianze blindly kama mimi. Yeah, start from somewhere. Kuna faida ukianza pahali.
Na since mimi na Jaffe sasa tumesoma leo. Do we get a pig to go home with?
To baby piglet probably. Wewe uko na nyumba yao?
Don't worry, the house will come.
Ama itajipanga. Of course ile imekuwa amazing sana. We've had a good time.
Yes.
Tumeona nguruwe, have a good time.
Yes.
Of course, thanks to our model farmer Johnny. Of course, this is Mkulima Piggery Farm in Kiambu County. Thanks to Kenya National Farmers Federation, who is our partner. Na asante sana to the crew kwa kuhakikisha kwamba Kilimo Diaries imekuwa kufana sana. And thanks to you, the aspiring farmer, kwa kuhakikisha kwamba you seated there, kuhakikisha you're watching Kilimo Diaries. And of course, bro, kuna yule mtu ambaye anatizama right now akisema we are signing out bila hata kupeana namba ya Johnny. Nataka kununua piglet ama pigs, nitafanyaje?
In all handles, IG, Facebook, TikTok, Mkulima Piggery Farm. My number is 0700 351 600. 0700 351 600. Pia WhatsApp bado iko hapo iko.
All right, fantastic. As we all get motivated, be sure to catch us next week as we continue on this topic of pig rearing, where we'll be focusing on health management. Until next time, it's goodbye. I am Sheila Chelangat.
And I'm MC Jaffe.
And this is Kilimo Diaries, a show for the farmer,
By the farmer,
with the farmers.